Various neighborhoods in St. Louis have recently been gentrifying, which a lot of people think is a great idea because it takes these old blighted neighborhoods and turns them into somewhere that everybody's going to want to live. The problem is that can often price out other people who've been living there and shatter the communities in half. Instead of just shuttering the communities and leaving the pieces to be picked up by future people, why don't we work to preserve the community that exists and build a hyper-local social network that can provide discussion and events for everybody?
Pretty good.
My name's Mark. My app was a mobile app for your phone so that you could know on a near real-time basis where your bus was, and so you could get a handle on how soon you needed to be at the bus stop so that you didn't wind up like me, which is on the coldest day of January, chasing a bus 2 blocks down Lindell and not catching it, okay? I'm here very pleased to tell you, my idea is already being done by Metro. It'll come out at some point soon, their language, not mine.
And we're done.
But these next two ideas haven't been done yet, and we can develop them here tonight.
I'm Leanne. Our situation was you get to a Metro bus stop and you have no idea what the bus ID or the stop ID is for that stop. So we want to put QR codes up on the signs so that you can just scan and you can either find out that data as to where the buses are right now, or at least what buses are coming in the next few minutes, or schedule your trip from that point forward.
Awesome.
Okay. And so facet 3 of this is that,
Yeah, louder.
oh,
You're good.
if you had a QR code, just a sticker put on anywhere, you could use a card, use your phone, and it would alert the driver that there is somebody actually at that stop so that they don't pass you up or take a shortcut, or if you're making a transfer to another place, that it will alert the bus driver that you need to transfer that bus and don't leave me there.
Well done.
Go team.
We got a team. Go.
So we have data sets on heating and cooling centers in St. Louis for when it gets too cold in the winter and too hot in the summer for people without AC or heating. Using an app that ties in with weather feeds, we could give push notifications to people about where their closest heating or cooling center is. Furthermore, we could tie it in with open FEMA and disaster weather, such as tornadoes, to let people know where a nearest shelter is should a disaster strike. Awesome.
All right.
St. Louis has an image problem with dirt, and our highways aren't pretty, so the solution is to provide local ownership through arts and civic-minded individuals and organizations to beautify our highways. In like 100 by 200 foot sections of the highway, they'd be responsible for maintaining it, but yet we would also have individual flavor, which would be a marketing piece for St. Louis, plus you'd save maintenance costs and a whole bunch of other cost savings.
Anybody have a working microphone in their laptop bag for some reason?
This is a microphone.
It might.
Not getting sound right?
No, that's not getting sound. So everybody's seeing you. Believe it or not, we still have 5 viewers without sound.
People to be patient, but they'll probably give up on it.
Right. Go.
I'm going to go. So this idea was about tracking abandoned buildings and kind of making them, people more aware of them. Basically, one of the ideas was to open this app, be able to be downtown, instantly see all what the buildings around me are abandoned, be able to get some information about who the last tenant was, a little bit of the story about the building, who the current owner is, some information about the problem, be able to add some comments and photos in your own story about that building, and possibly be able to kind of thumbs up or thumbs down whether that building should be saved or condemned.
So we have a lot of awesome nonprofits in St. Louis, and a lot of these nonprofits need donations that are very specific. We also have a lot of people in St. Louis who are willing to donate to these nonprofits if they knew what they needed. And so our idea was a website called Donate St. Louis, and you would be able to have people who need donations, like nonprofits, post what they need, and then people to individually fulfill those requests.
In 20 seconds.
All right, so we've had a lot of ideas on providing help to people who are homeless or didn't have a lot of money, and a lot of it came down to accessibility. So I had an idea where you could have a mobile-ready website or a mobile app where it would show what public computers were available nearby, and if they were reserved, and you might be able to reserve them yourself, it would require participation with the places that offer these computers, but it would give people access, even if they didn't have a phone, if someone else had a phone, to look up where they could find a computer.
When you volunteer, you can give money, you can give your time, but a lot of people can't go places, but they can do something remotely. So a website that would allow you to find opportunities to do remote volunteering, like subtitling for an educational video provider like Khan Academy. You come on and you're made aware that for 15, 30 seconds or a minute or two, you can do something and then go.
Okay, short and sweet. 2-minute layover at the busiest bus stops. Basically where the metro meets the bus at major routes. 70, 47, 74, 73, stuff like that. So that's pretty much it. Also urban, also expansion out west and south. So.
All right, is that everybody? Everybody?
Recycle. I'm ready for a second.
Oh, ready to go? Ready to go through again?
Only because she said it. This one I actually pitched, the other one I just threw out without redirecting.
Okay.
Met homeless people, prison records, they were very strong chess players, and most of them African American. And we have a lot of kids that it turns out they really like chess when you wouldn't think they would, and they don't think they're intellectual, but chess could teach them that they are. But these guys have records, so create a website where you could play young kids, the older guys could play the young kids, while still protecting the identities of the young kids. So they're playing chess, able to have some communications with them. It's surveilled so that you can make sure that people aren't inappropriate, but you get these guys that play really good chess playing young kids instead of just playing each other in the homeless center like I see them do every day.
Awesome. All right, John. Oh, another one? Yeah. Do it. Right. Yep.
Off the top of my head, without preparing. There are a lot of food pantries, a lot of food programs operating within the region, and a lot of these programs are run by volunteers. And so the problem is that there may be food in one place that's not available in another place. So not only do we want to connect all the different operations that are happening right now, but design it in a way that it's easy for volunteers to load up their inventory and to trade information to get resources and food for kids when they need to be done.
Oh, yeah, come on up.
So I'm not actually on a team, guys. I'm from Metro, and I just wanted to suggest one. It would be really cool if we had an app that our customers could use if they're on a particular route, almost like on your GPS when you say, hey, where are the Walgreens or where are the convenience stores around me, but have it located along the routes themselves. I can do that from my desktop on my GIS, with my GIS software, but my customers can't when they're on a bus and they need to get off, maybe if they want to go to lunch or something on that route, right? You can get the ones nearby, but if it's nearby, that's great, but it needs to be on the route.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Awesome. All right, did we overload you, Brian?
I got it.
Sweet. All right, so now what we're going to do, everybody saw everything. Hopefully you saw something you liked. We're going to read them off, and when your idea comes up, like, make a bunch of noise and stuff so that, we just saw like 30 pitches.